Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. I have tried to keep silent on this matter, but it keeps on choking me. I have listened to Musalia Mudavadi not once, not twice, but several times he is pushing for the constitutional changes that he suggests should be carried along the 2027 general election. I listened a package that was done by Stephen Leto on Citizen TV, and I'm going to use that story as a case study in this particular analysis. Without much ado, can we have a look at this?
Tonight, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has set the stage for a debate on the constitutionality of the 2027 election, proposing a referendum as the cure. Mudavadi says 2027 is the country's referendum moment to cure key outstanding issues, including the review of boundaries as required by the Constitution and the fate of partially nullified census results, Stimulator reports.
In what began as a simple statement on the referendum, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has let the cat out of the bag and sounded an alarm that the country is swimming in unprecedented waters deep inside a constitutional crisis. In a statement, President William Ruto's right-hand man in the cabinet says as a country, we are staring at a massive legal crisis where the 2027 general election could be nullified before it even begins.
I must speak the truth about a looming constitutional storm. As a country, we are staring at a massive legal crisis where the 2027 election could be nullified before it even begins.
Mudavadi says the Constitution demands boundaries review every 8 to 12 years, with the deadline being March 6, 2024. Mudavadi says we are now in a period of constitutional non-compliance. According to the Prime Cabinet Secretary, IEBC cannot now wake up and hold a boundaries review since there is no valid national census after the courts nullified the 2019 census in 3 counties of Mandera, Wajir and Garissa, ordering fresh census by January 2026. All this, Mudavadi says, puts the August 2027 general election in limbo, adding that mixing 2019 data with 2026 data is a legal impossibility. There will be no valid population data, therefore it means that no valid boundaries, and subsequently no valid boundaries mean no valid election.
Without a constitutional amendment, the IBC cannot give high growth areas the representation they deserve, and our protected constituencies face extinction.
Mudavadi's latest warning has caught the executive and election players off guard, with ongoing litigation seeking to hold all future elections, including the 2027 general election, on the basis that the proceeding with outdated boundaries deprives citizens of their right to fair and equal representation. Mudavadi wants a referendum to be conducted along the 2027 general election to establish office of the Prime Minister, office of the official opposition, as well as resolve the 2/3 gender rule crisis. He further wants the NGCDF fully entrenched in the Constitution and establishment of both Ward Development Fund and the Senate Oversight Fund. The Prime Cabinet Secretary says a referendum held alongside the 2027 election is not just a political choice, but a legal necessity to harmonize laws, secure funding for constituencies, and ensure the 2027 elections are grounded in Constitution. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.
The question I'm asking myself after I watched this is this: is Musalia Mudavadi being genuine in his remarks? Is he doing this for the interest of the people of the Republic of Kenya or for the interest of William Ruto? I have several questions here, and by the end of this video, you will understand where Musalia Mudavadi is coming from. Musalia Mudavadi says that a boundary constitutional review was supposed to be done last year, 2024. Musalia Mudavadi has been in power with William Ruto since 2022. Why has he been silent on this matter and is coming out in 2025? Why didn't Musalia raise this issue immediately William Ruto took power in 2022? Why didn't Musalia Mudavadi raise this issue in 2023? Why didn't Musalia Mudavadi raise this issue in 2024? Why is Musalia raising this issue in 2025 when the timeline has already passed us? Why has he been silent? So, is Musalia Mudavadi really genuine in his argument? Number two, why is Musalia Mudavadi raising Raila's wishes when Raila is dead? You remember when Raila was alive, he pushed for the referendum. Nobody could listen to him. Raila wanted the office of the Prime Minister. Nobody was listening to him. Raila wanted the office of the official position. Nobody was willing to listen to him. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, until he went to the grave, Raila had these suggestions, including even the CDF. So, why is Musalia Mudavadi bringing these issues, which Raila brought, when the same person who initiated them is dead? Why didn't they implement these issues when the initiator was still breathing? Is Musalia Mudavadi being genuine? Is his push for the interest of the public or for the interest of a few politicians who want to retain power? Number three, Mudavadi and his master have been silent all along until Laira is nowhere. The question I'm asking, why so? Lastly, who is Mudavadi speaking on behalf? Who is speaking through Mudavadi? Whose mouthpiece is Musalia Mudavadi? Are we slowly sliding into the 30 years rule that William Ruto has been pushing? Are we slowly sliding into it without even knowing? Something is about to blast. My advice to the people of the Republic of Kenya: reject Musalia Mudavadi's proposal with the highest powers it deserves. If we allow Musalia Mudavadi to keep rolling us, then trust me, Ruto will never get out of power. Musalia is speaking on behalf of an individual. We used the same constitution when William Ruto was coming into power in 2022. Why didn't they raise this issue before the 2022 general election? Why now? The biggest question in the room. Is it about the people or is it about politicians? Watch the space. If we give them the space, we are doomed. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.